What's going on, everybody? Should be good to go. We did just get the Sabrina Ionescu officially out news. She wasn't shoot around, so wasn't expecting her to play. The line shifted a ton overnight and throughout the day today, so I really didn't expect her to play to begin with. But New York looks really good because that line went from, I recorded about this time yesterday, and that line went from 14.5 all the way down to 9.5 now. So has not lost a bit of steam on the over-under, still 173. Dallas can't stop anyone. So yeah, that's a crazy game. It should be very popular. I don't think Thornton gets to 30. I think she's going to be more along like the 26 to 28 range would be my guess. Something right around there. But she could push 30. It really just depends like how many minutes Sloot plays. Like if she's I think they're going to hard cap her at 20. But if she's playing badly, like they could pull her down to like 13 or 14. So I definitely think Wnba is playing over 30. She's played over 30 in every competitive game. Where's she at? Of late, like this competitive game against the Aces, 31 minutes. She's been playing 31, 32 minutes in all of the competitive games. 33, 32, 31, 32. Then this 21 was when they absolutely blew the doors off the Spark. So she was getting sat in the blowout. So that tells me all I need to know. And Sandy's, all she does is gush about Wnba. So she's very high on her. Yep, New York it's gonna be crazy. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Let's win some money. Sloot, Thornton, or Talbot? Probably Thornton now. I'm expecting her to start. We don't have that confirmation yet, but I would go Thornton over both of them. I just expect her to play the most minutes, and they're all about the same when it comes to fantasy point per minute. So Dochkich, no, she won't start. No, she'll come off the bench. She will get a minutes bump though, so she's perfectly fine at 4K. So I don't mind Dochkich. I have her in a line right now. I don't know if it's Dochkich or Dojkic or what, but I probably have her too low minutes projection wise. Let me look at something. Yep. So we just got Liberty starters: Sloot, Wnba, Thornton, Stewie, JJ. So exactly what I figured. Let me pull up the Liberty here. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. Didn't quite have enough time to do all this before I went live. Yeah, see, like, Dochkit really isn't there. All right. Whatever. Yeah, Sloot will not play any extra minutes. I would be shocked if she does. So, same starters for the Storm. I really expect Sloot to play 20 minutes, and that's it. Like, they've kept her pretty capped at 20 both games coming out of the break. Yep. So, both games coming out of the break, 20 minutes. The game before the break, 20 minutes. And then before that, it was 15, 18. And then this complete outlier game against Connecticut, 34. So really expecting her to play 20 minutes. Wnba at 7,100, I think could be low owned. I don't think she's going to be that low owned now with Sabrina out, but I think she looks great. She's going to play low to mid 30s minutes, assuming the game's close. And like Dallas can't stop anyone. Historically, one of the worst defenses of all time. So wouldn't shock me if the Liberty put up 100 points here. Favorite cheap guards under 6.5K. Let's see here. Under 6.5K. I'm out on Ty Harris. You can take shots on Sloot in tournaments. I don't hate it. Sheldon is expected to start, so don't mind taking shots on her. Kennedy Burke should get decent run off the bench for the Liberty. Don't mind taking shots on her. Dangerfield's fine, should play low to mid 20s minutes. I'm out on Nurse, 5,300 especially, but she's a fine tournament play. Then you got like Odyssey Sims, only played 16 minutes in both games, but the usage is there. Like she's getting the peripheral stats 5 and 9. Shot 1 of 6 and 1 of 8. So if the shooting numbers go up, she could have a decent game. Wouldn't surprise me. So don't mind going there. And then it's like Sammy Whitcomb is really the only other one. Oh, and Dokic. Both of those. Those are the super, super cheap ones that I would consider. Favorite guard plays from New York. Or maybe better, who would you go out of way to play outside of JJ Stewie? I don't think you really have to play anyone outside of JJ and Stewie. Like if you're playing both of them, you don't have to play any of the other ones. But my favorite would be Phoebich. I think just the way she's been playing, like she'll take on more usage on the offensive end. Like I mean, there's been games where she shot double-digit times. So I like Phoebich a lot. I'm not crazy about like Thornton or Sloot, so they're both fine. Like last pieces in, like if you need them, like that's not the end of the world to play them. Or you can play like Baby Sabali way down here, Dokic, or like Kennedy Burke. But really the main two pieces are Stewie and JJ. Like JJ at 10K, she should be like 60% owned on this 3-gamer. Best of luck. Like she's been okay since the break, but like even if she's playing well, I don't see them extending her minutes. Sloot will guard Sheldon, I would imagine. They're going to put her on the least resistance. Like they're not going to have her chasing Enrique. I would be shocked if they do it. Like whatever, that's cool. I would love Enrique if I knew that was going to happen, but I would imagine it's going to be Phoebich on Enrique. I'm pretty much out on Kalani Brown. Now with Maddie Segrist back, I think they're going to go small a lot, and it's going to eat into to Kalani Brown. I'm pretty – I want to take a wait and see. I just don't think she's going to play her normal like 13 to 15. Sims or Dangerfield? Probably Sims for the discount. What is she like? $800 cheaper. Dangerfield $5,400. Yeah, so $700 cheaper. Dangerfield's been playing like 24 minutes. Both games that Odyssey Sims has played, Dangerfield has played 24 minutes and Sims has played 16. So they're splitting right down the line all 40 minutes. But I think if Sims shoots the ball better, she could stay on the floor a little bit more. Max Liberty players, probably 3. Like, you can like go up to 4. I just think it'll probably be too much there. Like their usage is just going to condense to like Stewie and JJ, and then everyone else will take the leftovers. Yes, Austin is probable, should absolutely play. I don't know why she wouldn't. I think Kennedy Burke's a fine play at her price. I'm not expecting anything crazy, probably mid-teens minutes, but I don't mind her. Ewers or Dokic, I think it's pretty much a coin flip. Depending on the minutes that Dokic gets, I would probably lean her with the matchup. But like Ewers has like set in stone 12 to 14 minutes. So really is up to you. I am probably going to play Dokic just because like they need a backup point guard now with no Sabrina Ionescu. So I think Dokic is going to play quite a bit. I think Burke sits around mid-teens and Baby Sabali probably like 10 to 12, somewhere right around there. For me, I'm playing Jonquel and Stewie together. Just the floor and ceiling that those two have with no Sabrina on the floor, it's insane. In this matchup, like I'm just playing those two and figuring out the rest. Bonner or Mabry? Bonner for me. I have been impressed with Mabry since she joined the Sun, but this game's in Boston in the TD Garden. I think Bonner and AT are going to come out swinging. Ain't no way it's not going to let me switch to this. Be wild. All right, it let me. It knew better than to not. Sorry, I forgot my pick six play. I had Sabrina Ionescu on there. Lean with Sloot or Thornton. I lean Thornton. I think she's just going to play more minutes. They're both about the same fantasy point per minute, so I'll go Thornton there. Yeah. JJ or Satu. Man, like that's a huge price difference, but I probably lean JJ. Like if you have the salary to get to her over Satu, like those are two of the three best plays in the slate. So Leah Edwards thoughts not for me. I think she's going to see a little bit of an uptick in minutes, but I can't get there with like her current price and all the value in this Dallas New York game. Like I'm focusing on that game, maybe some Connecticut players because the matchup's good, and then same with Seattle. I'm focusing on them because the matchup's great. Best values are like New York cheaper plays, and then you've got like Whitcomb for Seattle, Uru for the Sparks. Really, that's about all the value, and then Sheldon, who is starting for Dallas. Minutes on Dokic, I think she's going to end up around like 15, like 12 to 15, maybe play a little bit more, just because there is no backup point guard. Like usually when Sloot exits the floor, it usually goes to Sabrina. So Dokic probably gets a little bit of extra run there. She's not a must. I don't think Enrique is a must, but I think she's a great play. Tiffany Mitchell is out. Do not play Tiffany Mitchell. It says she's questionable, but she is out. They have not released Celeste Taylor, so Tiffany Mitchell will not play. They would have to release Celeste Taylor before Tiffany Mitchell could play. Phoebich or Lloyd tonight? Lloyd, if you have the salary. Would you play Sheldon or Enrique together? I don't hate it. I'm not crazy about Sheldon. She's not a very good fantasy point per minute player. But I don't mind playing both of them together, like especially if you're stacking up that game. Enrique or SDS, Enrique. Overall, best two guards on the slate, Joel and Enrique. AT or Howard? AT if you have the salary. Who you feeling from Seattle tonight? I like the guards. I like Horston. I like SDS. I like Joel Lloyd. Those are really the main three. Like I'm not crazy about the price on NECA. And then the same can be said about like Ezzy's price ticked back up a little bit. And she's just not taking very many shots. Like the past 3 games, like very few shot attempts. So she still has big tournament upside, but I'm probably staying away from her there. And then like you can take shots on Whitcomb as a cheap value play. Atkins worth the shot in tournaments. I know the deal is she's been playing like just brutal matchups. Like Minnesota's a great defense. Now she's going to play Seattle, who's a great defense. I think she's a fine tournament play. She's going to be super low owned, so I don't have any issues going there. I'm personally not playing her, but I think she's a fine tournament play. Sykes a good play. I think she's a solid play. I think she's going to be completely off of her minutes limit. She played 15 first half minutes and then 11 in the second half. So fully expect like if she's going to play 28 to like 30 or 32 minutes, like I have some interest because she's a good fantasy point per minute player. How many Liberty would you max at on FanDuel? Let me look. I think I played 4. I have 4 in my lineup, so I think that's a max you can play. I'm pretty sure, so I maxed it. Lloyd Dorkic or SDS Sims, Lloyd and Dorkic. Mabry or Diggins Smith. Ooh, that's pretty close. Mabry or SDS? I'll go SDS. I like the matchup for her. She's been playing pretty well of late too. What do you think about Sims? Mentioned it earlier. She's had horrible shooting luck. I think she's due for some positive regression there. I think she's a solid play at her price. She still gets the peripheral stats, and I think if she shoots the ball a little better, she may get a slight uptick in minutes. So I think when she's playing well, it's going to be more of like a 20-20 even split with her and Dangerfield. So I don't mind her at 4,700. Harris or SWK last in? I'll go SWK if she starts. Whoa. Dewana Bonner not starting. Whoa, okay. Okay. That may change that with Harris. Like, good Lord, what's going on? Dewana Bonner not starting. So, best two values gonna be, let's see, like Phoebich, but she's not really a value at 7K. The cheap plays, like you got like Uru. Let me pull them up. You've got Uru, Dokic, Whitcomb, like really any of those Sims. My favorite two probably Sims and Dokic. Be my favorite two of those. Shakira Austin starting. Sablé, Stewie Jones. Yep, those are my favorite three on the slate. Walker Kimbrough is starting, so Sykes, Atkins, SWK, Austin, Dolson. I don't know the ownership on FanDuel. I have zero clue. It'll probably be a lot of the cheaper New York plays. Does Leona Phoebich? She'll get an uptick. I'm not expecting like a crazy uptick. It's really they're just gonna feed Stewie and JJ. Like both of them are gonna get a lot more usage. These games when Stewie was out, you saw an uptick a bit in Phoebich's numbers, but like still, even then, she wasn't shooting the ball very much. 5 shots, 10, and then 5. But she's been consistent. High 20s fantasy points. Like if you get that out of her, that's a great day. Anywhere on Sparks guards. Aerie is without a timetable to return. She's not playing. Clarendon is out as well because Sims is still on the team. If Clarendon was back, Sims would lose her hardship. So I am not expecting either of them to play. SWK or Horston. Lloyd or Arike. Austin or SWK, Austin. Any chance? I just don't see it. Like they're tanking. Like the trades they made today, let me know they're trying to get draft picks and tank. They're not going to risk Shakira Austin. I just don't see it. I think she's going to play 20 minutes a game for the rest of the year. I do like her even at 20 minutes. She's been super aggressive when she's on the floor. So don't mind her for tournaments because if she does get extended, she's going to be the stone cold nuts and be in the optimal. Arike 6,800 guard or Lloyd 7,800 guard. 6,800 guard's pretty gross. So it's pretty much Arike and SWK or Lloyd and Horston. Probably Lloyd and Horston. I just like Horston a lot more than SWK. AT and SWK or Lloyd and Austin. Lloyd and Austin. Showdown court, JJ, Stewie, Satu. Like the 3 best plays on the slate. Don't get cute. Just play those 3 and figure out the rest. Bonner News change anything for you? I haven't really had a chance, but that's weird. I don't know why she's coming off the bench. Like that makes no sense. I'm trying to do some more digging because that I don't know. I don't know why she would be coming off the bench. I would still play Sykes over Carrington. If Bonner plays, like Carrington's minutes are going to get were cut last game. Harris is going to play like right around 20, and then Mabry's going to play like right around 30. But I just have to try and figure out like if Bonner's playing. If Bonner's out, I would love the Connecticut guards, but if she plays, like it's still going to hurt Carrington and Harris even if they're starting. Austin Phoebich, man, I'll probably lean Phoebich. Yeah, it's close. So like, yeah, Austin Phoebich. I lean Phoebich. Horston Sims, Horston. Thornton, Austin. Yeah, I mean, she very well could be a late scratch. I don't know why they wouldn't say that she's out though. Like that doesn't make any sense. That's weird. Edwards or Austin. Let me see if I can find anything. Man, that's weird. Horston over Phoebich. I think it's really close. Just comes down to like, I'd probably lean Phoebich. I think she's going to run be the number 3 usage player on New York. So I'd probably lean her over Horston just because the matchup's like so elite. And Horston really never, she's not aggressive on offense. Like if she gets open look, she's going to take them, but she's not going to ever go out and actively look to shoot the ball. All right, I gotta figure this out. Like why she's not starting. That is weird. Just makes no sense. What the? That really does make no sense. If anybody sees anything on Dewana Bonner, like, I'm not playing Marquisha Davis. I just wouldn't go there. I think Harris is fine. If Bonner plays, like Harris is going to be the one that gets the least amount of minutes. Her and Carrington, like she played 28 minutes here, but Bonner was in massive foul trouble almost immediately. Lost out on a few minutes, and then Mabry got in monster foul trouble like early second quarter. So I think she's going to be more along like that 20 to 24 minutes. I think she got a few extra minutes there. And then like if we look at Dejanay, I'm not paying $8,200 for Dejanay. She played 22 minutes last game, and every other guard on that team was in massive foul trouble. So I just don't think they're going to get enough run. Now, if we got news that Bonner's out, yeah, I would have a lot of interest. But I just don't think we're going to get that news. So it really just depends, like how you want to go about it. That's super, super weird, though. Like I don't know on that. Dewana Bonner will play off the bench. Oh my God. What in the holy hell? Here I talk about Stephanie White. Like, there's got to be a reason. I don't know what it would be, but oh my. That makes no sense. Your top usage play on offense, like, yeah, let's bring her off the bench. She hasn't played off the bench in 10 years. Oh, Kia Nurse not starting. Stephanie Talbot is starting over Kia Nurse. Oh my God. What the hell? What the hell? Now, Bonner's still a bucket. Bonner can still go. Yeah, and it's at the Garden. Like, I don't get that at all. That makes no sense. So Kia Nurse not starting. If you were ever considering playing her, that tank that. I can't believe they're starting Talbot at the 2. That's crazy. Talbot looks pretty good now. I really don't want to play her. Man, that's crazy. Let's see here. Talbot minutes guess. I would say probably like 25 to 28, somewhere right around there. They're just not like Nurse is terrible. Like I would be if she was going to play like 10 to 15 minutes. Her unders on pick six, prize picks, everything looked great. It has to be a discipline situation. Has to be. Talbot looks pretty good at her price. AT or Enrique. Oh man, Enrique. I just love that. Love that game environment. Thornton or Talbot. That's a good question. Let me update this and look. Lean Talbot now. If Talbot's going to play mid 20s minutes, I'm in. I have to bench someone besides Mabry. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully now with Talbot starting, it'll be a boost to Big Z. But I don't know that it really doesn't make any sense. Like why she's not starting. Let's see here. Talbot or Harris? Probably. I'll go Talbot. I like Talbot more than Harris. I just don't trust Harris's minutes. Thornton or Talbot? Talbot. How many minutes for Sykes? I think 26 to 28. Maybe the potential to play a little bit more wouldn't surprise me. So I think she could play quite a bit. AT or Hamby? AT. Talbot or Phoebich on FanDuel? Phoebich. Bree Jones Lloyd or Mabry Diggins Smith? Mabry Diggins Smith. Phoebich Uru or Talbot 5400 guard. So pretty much Dangerfield, Phoebich Uru, Talbot, Dangerfield. Dangerfield still in play. Yeah, I think she's fine. My worry is if Sims plays better, I think it's going to be a slight tick down on Dangerfield's minutes, where it could be more like that 20-20 split. But I think she's still fine. She's not a like smash play, but she's fine at her current price. Let's see here. If I go that, man, that's weird. Enrique Talbot or Mabry Austin? Enrique Talbot. I like the upside of Enrique on Mabry, and I think Talbot can get pretty close to putting up what Austin's going to. Nat Howard or Lloyd? Give me Nat. I just love that game. I love the Dallas New York game. Like Dallas played their starters deep into the blowout, didn't pull them. If Nat's going to play low 30s minutes, I'm in. And like that game's going to be a foot race. Like Enrique, Nat, and Satu are going to dominate the usage for Dallas. All right, we are coming up on lock. My lines are wonky. Oh man, I don't know if I like this or not. I'm really, really, really excited to see this ownership. that just tells me like Connecticut is going to just do that. They're going to randomly start whoever they want. So next game they could sit Mabry. Next game it could be Dijonay. Next game it could be whoever. Like they're just going to rotate them around. Like that's so weird. Yeah, good luck to everybody. Let's see some of this ownership. I did 2 lineups. All the games starting at the same time is super weird. Skylar Diggins-Smith, 22%. Brittany Sykes, 15%. Stewie, 62%. John Quill, 44%. Satu, 81%. Dokic, 14%. And then my other lineup, Arike, 21%. Praise Jesus. I did go SWK. I'm not proud of it. She is 6%. Then Stewie and JJ and Satu again. And then I played Lee Yuru. She has 4%. So we'll see how it goes. Let's look at some other ownership. I did not play Phoebus, so she is going to smash. She's 20%. Sloot is 32%. Rakia Jackson's 3%. Odyssey Sims is 15%. So pretty spread out. Like you got the main culprits that are really popular. Joel Lloyd 30%, Austin 27%. So it's spread out about like what I was expecting. Horston 4%. I love that ownership on her. That's really good. Let's see here. Yep, Talbot 6%. That's pretty crazy. Sheldon 1%. That's crazy. Sims 19. Austin and Satu. Yep. Satu's just like the uber massive chalk, like 80%. So I won't kill really anybody if she doesn't have like an elite game. But Austin, I really like that. I didn't play her. I wish I did. I wanted to, just in case she gets extended. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's super weird. I wouldn't think like of all the players to get in trouble, like DeWanna Bonner is like the lowest on the list on that team. Just that makes no sense. AT 21%, that's really solid. Talbot 8%, yeah, that's pretty low. There's no swap for Sabrina on the underdog slate. No, they just go off your rankings. So whoever you have ranked the highest, they'll just replace her with that. Obviously, it really sucks because you spent a first-round pick on her and, like, you're getting a bottom-of-the-barrel player, like a 6th round that nobody drafted. Dolson, 7%. Yep, she is very cheap or very low-owned. Hamby, super low-owned. Howard, low-owned. Yeah, there's some low-owned plays that could absolutely smash. So I'm going to get off here, watch these games, and watch the Dana White Contender Series, and then I will get a YouTube video out for tomorrow's slate later on tonight, and then we'll be live before lock tomorrow. But good luck to everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.